out here getting loose, guys going through some drills. We're almost at game time, folks. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. Here with Coach Dan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And patrolling the sideline for us again tonight, Allie LaForce. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Karl Anthony Towns.
And sometimes you have to adjust your game as Father Time starts to take a toll. And I think we've seen that. He's still a valuable contributor. And look, what he may be doing less in terms of raw scoring output, his veteran presence certainly offsets.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Towns is out there with Jeremy Sohan. Then it's MP. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Brunson in at the point. And for the Pelicans, Zion Williamson is out there with Price. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Queen in at the 5, roaming the paint. Well, we know that players will often hit a wall at some point, Coach, in the season. When does that happen for coaches?
Yeah, maybe on opening night, Kevin. No, there's so much work that goes into it in the offseason. Opening night is almost a sigh of relief. But that feeling of relief does go away pretty quickly.
And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Yeah, you know the coaching staff loves to see Murray share.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. So for the Pelicans, Zion Williamson's checked in for Yves Missi. Trey Murphy comes in for Sadiq Bey. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Herbert Jones. Then for the Knicks, OG Anunoby's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. MP comes in for Bridges. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Murphy and Williamson up in the forward slots. Fears is out there with DeJounte Murray. And it's Queen in at the 5. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Number 82 at the line for one.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the New Orleans Pelicans, down by 12. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, and it's one thing to get the shots you want. It's another to make them. They've got good scorers on this team.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you, Kevin. The Knicks are able to play 5 out. And Josh Hart told me they surrounded Jalen Brunson with guys who can shoot, guys that command attention. He's able to expose that, scoring the ball and being unselfish. The court is wide open. Back to you guys.
Tons of spacing. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks.
Such a selfless player. Anunoby isn't focused on his own shot. He's looking to create.
Pass to Queen. To the inside. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Talk about timing. That lead pass was right on cue.
And a wide open look for MP. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Queen. The 3. It's rebounded by New York. MP's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter. Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Pass to Queen. Williamson double team. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Hart.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build.
Whoa! What a powerful dunk by Towns. Showing the rim no mercy.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. New Orleans has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. And it's blocked. Here's MP.
Oh, look out!
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
And New York, looking at who they've got. Anunoby out there with Jeremy Sohan. Then there's Towns. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's MP in at the shooting guard position. Brunson against Murray. And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Up and in on the layup. MP's got 39.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
You see the full strength and athleticism of Murphy on this jam.
Here's MP. Good. MP's got 7 now in this quarter.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Murray over to the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
That's a perfect 4 for 4 to open up the second half. Couldn't have asked for a better start after the break.
Wide open look here for Murray, and the 3 off target.
Not a great start to this second half, just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, and that is key for them, continuing to build out this lead.
The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
MP outside. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson.
3.
Brunson's got his 6th assist on the night. Williamson looking it over. Here he goes. A beautiful reverse layup. Williamson's got 14 points for the game.
Well, even when you know Williamson's going to drive the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do to stop him.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break, getting the shots they want and converting them.
Williamson right side. It's rebounded by New York. Sohan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Brunson with a clean look. And again, New York with the triple.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
To the wing on the left. Here's Williamson. And the rejection by MP.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Count that bucket.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Free throw good, MP. Well, you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring. But is that accurate, or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much.
And again!
And only a handful of the all-time greats have more 50-point games than he does.
He's moved all the way into a tie for 4th place on that list. Williamson outside to stop the run. It's rebounded by New York.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
Baseline try, and the rejection by MP. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. Williamson left side. And they pick up 2. Williamson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, you know, if you look at Zion's career shot chart, that's where he does his damage.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. Three of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
From downtown, good defense by MP. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Putting on a clinic this quarter. I mean, what a tremendous outburst scoring-wise.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. And the rejection by MP. Anunoby finds Towns. Three-pointer. And the Knicks hit again from deep. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You gotta love that intensity.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
And MP throws it down hard.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
New Orleans has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Williamson with it. Sohan's there. And it's Williamson missing.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty. Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
In the corner, Murray with it. Can they get it? And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. So for the Knicks, Hart, he's checked in for Jeremy Sohan. Bridges comes in for OG Anunoby. And Miles McBride subbed in. And another one falls.
He's put on an entertaining show once again. I don't know that anyone has his combination of talent and relentlessness.
He's now tied for 5th place in games of 60 points or more over a season. Some changes for New Orleans. Herbert Jones, he's checked in for Trey Murphy. And Fears is subbed in for DeJounte Murray. Here's Fears. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. 5 on the clock. Jones for 3. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. New York shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game.
Well, he's getting all he can offensively and making the most of it.
The Pelicans shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Here's Williamson, and Mikal Bridges pulls it down. And here's MP for 3. And again, it's a New York 3.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Jones has it in the corner. And again, no good by New Orleans.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Second personal foul.
The Knicks have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. Yves Missi, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Bay comes in for Price. And New York with a change here, too. Robinson's checked in. Here are the Pelicans with the ball. Pass to Missi. Now Bay. New Orleans moving the ball around. Jones, no luck. There's the triple. And another one falls. Amazing.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. Here's Fears. Here's Bay. They can't stop the run with that one. And MP throws it down hard.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Pass to Bay. They set the pick. And the foul called on MP. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it up. Stan, what advice would you give to coaches that are leading a struggling team?
Well, Kevin, I think the number one thing, whether you're leading a struggling team or a team playing really well or anything in between, is to just stay consistent. Keep working on the things that you know over time make teams consistent. Go out and talk about those things day in and day out and try to get your team to focus on those.
Herbert Jones is out there with Fears. Then it's Yves Missi. Then it's Saddiq Bey. And it's Queen in its center. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Showing the range. How about Bey taking and making his fair share of those triples?
And there's the bucket from MP.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Out to the right wing. Bey against Hart. Pass to Missi. Jones from outside. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Here's Queen. Guarded by Robinson. Just 5 to shoot. Drains the three-pointer. And that's now 6 points for Jeremiah Fears.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And it's good for 2.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league.
He got it again! Sensational!
And he's now tied for the 4th most points in an NBA game all time. He is knocking down everything.
It's truly one of the greatest games in league history. He cannot miss.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. MP with the block.
The wheels have completely come off for him here in the second half.
Jones, the pass to Bay. 6 to shoot. Lets it go with a 3.
And they've got to get back to what they were doing in that first half if they want to.
Again, what an avalanche!
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history. The Knicks have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Queen.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Zion Williamson's checked in for New Orleans. So, coach, in the last 26 years, only 3 Eastern Conference teams have been NBA Finals favorites. Anything need to change there?
You know, I really don't think so, Kevin. I'm not sure it matters to people. I mean, the NBA Finals, you're going to have one team from the East, one team from the West, and people are going to watch because you're down to the last series for a championship. I think it's a conversational point to talk about one conference dominating, but I don't think in a given year fans really care.
Here's Fears. Defended by Hart. Will it go? No good off the front iron.
Well, when you get that kind of look inside, you have to capitalize.
Connects again from distance.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. Robinson with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. And the Pelicans making a change here. Dottier's checked in. And a switcher also for New York. Jose Alvarado, he's checked in for Josh Hart. Pass to Dottier. 6 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Yet another bucket.
He's scoring at an insane level here, folks. The defense powerless to slow him down.
Yeah, he's on a mission, closing in on 3rd place all-time in scoring.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
On the wing, MP. Covered by Williamson. And here we go. Fast break. Williamson's got it. Fears with it. This one for 3. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard.
Good. Another from 3.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for 2nd for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's MP, and yep, another basket.
And that puts him even for 3rd on the single-game scoring list. Simply amazing.
I'm at a loss for words. Greg, his has been one of the greatest offensive games we'll ever see. Pass to Williamson, launches a three, and the rebound goes to the Knicks. Robinson's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And here's MP for 3. Messi grabs the rebound. Well, for New Orleans, shooting in the fourth quarter down around 31%, not playing with as much energy here lately. From the arc, the Knicks pull it in. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. And again for 3.
And he's outclassed his own previous record. A new number for the second most single-game triples. Just a master cannoneer.
Firing away and making a little history in the process. What an honor to witness this. What an honor to be here. He is, quite simply, as good as you'll ever see from long range. Dadier's shot is off.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
3 points.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
New York ball.
A chance now to check out the Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll continue the road trip, heading out to Atlanta to take on the Hawks. And then, on Thursday, they'll be facing LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets. The Pelicans making a switch here. And so MP will bring it up for the Knicks. From deep, connects again from distance.
He's scorching hot. Another 3.
And he's approaching the franchise record for threes in a game. Murray outside. And the 3 ball is good.
Well, that's now his 3rd triple of the game. First here in this second half.
Robinson, and the dunk by Robinson. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, he gets up. Murray down low. He's defended by Alvarado. And in 2023, the NBA implementing a new player participation policy, coach, trying to minimize unexcused absences for star players.
Kevin, I think it's huge for our game. Fans pay and watch TV to see the great players. And there's nothing more important in the league than that those guys being on the court on a consistent basis. And anything that the league can do and teams can do to ensure that, the better it is for everyone.
The Pelicans shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Again, the miss by Murray.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance. But look, he's got to find something easier.
There's the pick. The 3 from MP. Good! Another from 3.
There it is. A shot that puts him at the top of the record books.
Well, Greg is now tied for the mark for most threes in a single game. In one word, amazing. An impressive rise for Trey Murphy. From a no-star prospect stand in high school to now showing flashes of star potential in the NBA.
Well, look, Kevin, there are guys like that, and Trey Murphy's been one of them. And what you don't know, certainly when they're in high school, is how much of a...
Connects again from distance.
The barrage continues, and he's now broken his own record. It's a new mark for the most triples ever in a game.
He said it. If anyone's going to do it, it may as well be me. And he keeps raising the bar. Higher and higher. Triple after triple. Catch him if you can. It's now time to take a look at our player of the game.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. And here is Murray. Williamson with the screen for Murray. Williamson outside. So, as a coach, during this long season, how do you keep your players engaged?
That's a great question, Kevin, but I got to tell you, I think it comes more to the players than the coaches. I think as a coach, you try to be consistent. You're always a little worried about fatigue. You've got to be concerned about the work and rest balance, both mentally and physically. But the players just have to be professional and get themselves ready to play on a daily basis.
Murray with the bounce pass. Williamson in the post. Hart's there. 5 to shoot. Williamson kicks to Price. Shoots over Bridges. And it's Price missing.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
The three-pointer is right on target.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Out to the right wing. And it's off from three-point range. The Knicks shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. Chalk up 2 there.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Greg, when it comes to All-Star Weekend, which event do you look forward to the most?
It's got to be the three-point contest, right? No judges, no half-hearted defense. There's a purity to it that I just appreciate.
Four on the shot clock. Murray way outside.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for New York.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
And here's MP for 3. Another one goes. Incredible.
Tonight is one more for the history books. Once again, he sets the record for most points ever in an NBA game.
And it may not come as a surprise from him, but goodness, we got to acknowledge his greatness. What he is accomplishing is nothing short of legendary. Nailed from three-point land.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Here's the 3, and again, New York with the triple.
Well, he leads everyone in scoring, and he shows no intention of slowing down.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific side.